Hi, this is Prasoon from drelearning.com, and today in this session we are going to take another SCORM module from Articulate Rise, and we will try and compress it and see what are the outcomes. So I have this very interesting module here, which is 5-day challenges to improve your mental health. What I'm going to do is I have this module over here. This module, as you see, it has day 1 to day 4. There are various lessons over here. So rather a small module, pretty concise module. I'm going to export this into a SCORM first. For that, I will open this content, and then I will go to the publish option, and then I'll go to LMS, and probably I'll choose 1.2. Rest things remain same, and then I'll go ahead and publish this course. Publish is successful, and I'm going to go ahead and save this file. If you see, it's a rather small file. It is only 16.9 MB, but we are just loading it to the engine to do a couple of things. One is that we want to see what is like this diagnostics of the content distribution. We'll see that. But to go about that, we'll first have to upload this project in Dr. Learning. So I have already logged into drelearning.com, and now here I'll go to start, and I'm going to create a project. So let me just give it a appropriate name. Let me call it Rise, 5 days mental health challenge. And then I'll browse that file from my directory over here. A very small, neat little file. 17.8 MB, and then I'll go ahead and upload this file. So everything happens pretty quickly, because if the size is low, things happen fast. And I think in spirit of compression, that's the whole idea. Of course, this is a small size, but then if you look at these large files, 500, 200 MB, anything above 200 MB can lead to those loaders coming to you at different times. If that's not a hindrance, if that's something that doesn't destroy the user experience, then it's fine. But at time when it becomes perceptible, probably it's the time to compress those particular media. Now, one could compress it manually. That's always an option. You have various tools available through which you could cherry pick those files. And many times it may be in your advantage, because there will be few files, so you can just cherry pick and do it. But the comfort of this tool is that you don't have to do it the manual way, because Dr. E-Learning is taking care of looking at different kind of media, using different kind of strategies, of compression. So you save a lot of time doing that. Now, while we were talking, the file have processed, and we can look at the diagnostic over here. So let's see the blood report of the module in terms of the files, different kind of medias. So green is for image, video. There's no video over here. Text, audio, and miscellaneous files. So if you see, this is more image heavy project. Most of the files are images, and that too not very large really. It's just 17 MB of packaging. So yeah, and it surely has 3 MB of audio. So it's more of a image centric e-learning. Now what we'll do, we'll go ahead and compress it just for fun, and let's choose a medium level of compression over here this time. And I'm very sure this compression operation is gonna finish really fast, because not too much of work to be done by the compressor engine, because generally videos are the biggest one, and they require a lot of computation and crunching. So this is going to go fast. It's already 17% done. And while it is happening, I'll also walk you through two other options. You could go ahead and be selective. So you may say, okay, I don't want the audios to be done because maybe the audios are not happening properly or to satisfaction. You could always block, and you can choose, I only want to compress this kind of file. So those settings are available. Then you have various setting options that you can choose from. But we'll come to that. My filler is over because the compression is already done. And if you go, you see it's about 1.2x level of compression. So let's go back to the dashboard and see what has changed. So if you see, the file has reduced a little bit, not huge, from 17 MB or to 14 MB. 3 MB it is able to squeeze out. So maybe if you see, it does its job. So if you remember, the images were a little larger, about 13 MB, now it is about 9.7 MB, and rest of the distribution remains pretty much same. Audio has reduced in the same proportion. So the basic message, if this module is bigger, then there are a lot of avenues for reduction. You cannot hope reasonably that if you have a less than 50 MB of module and you will be able to really reduce it 4 times, unless until there is some huge unoptimized, unoptimized media somebody has kept there. So you have more returns when the module is larger, and it makes sense also, because the very reason module was larger is because you have stuffed in too much of multimedia, which is good, because it makes your module more attractive, more fun, good visual treat. But you may see that it takes a lot of time for you to load those modules. So let's have a look at let's play this module once a little bit, to see how does it change optically. So you see, this is the opening slide, and I can always in parallel open the version that was uncompressed version over here. So you see this media, and then you probably see this. You can't really make out a difference. Of course, you put a magnifying glass, you may find a few pixel here or there. But if you're such a stickler for pixels, then yes, no kind of compression can ever help you. And good luck with fat and big modules. But otherwise, compression is done very reasonably. You are able to squeeze 3 MB out of already a very small size module. That's what Dr. Learning offers you. Every MB that you can save saves the bandwidth cost. It saves the time to load. You don't want your users to be seeing that upload loading bar running for too long. So those are some of the things that are advantages. But as we move ahead in the module, just to see, because compression does mean that there is a dip in a quality, but would it be perceptible dip? That is the catch, and that is where you have to choose your level of compression. Because I chose a lowest amount of compression. I don't want to compress too much, was the idea. So yeah, that's how it is. So right, so if you see, rest of the module images are not really at a quality where somebody would complain, right? So let's stop this, and let's go back to our panel, and let's see a few interesting things. Suppose you want to see where your large images lie. So again, you go to the edit option. So this edit option is available next, right to the compress option. If you go press edit files, you will enter this screen, and this is a very interesting screen, because at level of file you can do filtering. For example, since this is image media heavy file, you may just go and look at, you can sort by images and see, what were those large sized images, that may give you some good ideas. So for example, there was this GIF which was 7 MB, so you start getting some clues. Now, in case you really want to save a few more MBs, probably you will get rid of this file with a smaller one. Out of a module which is close to 16 MB, 7 MB, you understand? It's a huge chunk. It's just from a single file over here. So see, a lot of analytics happen when you open and see tools in the edit view. Another thing you would just note is that there are a lot of images which are very similar, and they are used at different places, but they are similar images. What can you do about it? Can't say, but at least you get to see. So if you see, SCORM is always treated like a baked cake, but there's no harm in looking at the slices of that cake, what kind of ingredients lie in that cake. It is also possible to edit the medias. So for let's say for some reason you wanted to modify this image, you could probably go here to edit option, and you could go ahead and modify this. How do you do that? You download this media, and then whatever tools you have for Photoshop or photo editing, whatever tool you use, you can edit them and place it back over here. So yeah, that is one interesting thing. Now let's go ahead and have some fun. So I'm going to show you something very interesting. So this image that we located on page number 4 of your media, this one, suppose for whatever reason we wanted this to be modified, and let's say your this module, you don't have the vendor available, or you have to just make this very quick fix. How can we go about it? Let's just give you the demo. But before that, let's see where this image is actually located. So if you see the original module, in day number 2, you have this this nice image coming in, and you can zoom it also. It says stretchful situation, thought, feeling, behavior. Let's just say you wanted to modify it, very quickly in the SCORM itself, for some reason that your design files may not be ready with you, or for whatever situation where you cannot directly go and give it to your developer to do something quickly, you have to fix, or a legacy module where you don't have a source code. So let's take this one and let's try and modify this. So for that, what I'll do, I had picked up that particular image, and again for this I am using Canva. You can use any tool. So what I'll do, the first step is that I'm going to download this image. So this image is over here. I already have a copy. I overwrite this file, and then I will open Canva. I'll create a design, and I'll choose a custom size of the design. Now, how to get the size? If you go to the tool, it directly tells you the dimensions. So you can just copy it from there. So this is 989 by 899. So 989 and 899. So you choose your sizes over here. You create a new blank design. Once this design is over here, you could go and pick up this file and put it over here. You could align it, stretch it so that it kind of matches exactly the actual size. So yeah, it latches in. And let's just say I have to remove this stressful situation, and let's put something more peaceful over here. So I have to do that. One thing that I typically use is that there's an app known as Magic Eraser, which comes with Canva. So let me just get that application up and running. Oh yeah, so getting back, you see this box here. I can look for Magic Eraser. Let me search for it. Well, that's not the one. I'll probably select this image and now click it. Yeah, there you are. I think in context of an image, it gives you a Magic Eraser. So let me use the click based eraser, which kind of you just click on it and it gets the area and it helps you erase it. So let's just get rid of this whole piece over here. All right, just waiting it to finish. And what I hope is that this whole area is now available for me to put anything over here. So alright, so I will now use this space. If you see, if I go here, this whole thing is gone. Now I could put any element I like. So I'll go to the elements. Maybe I'll search for Buddha, something nice and peaceful over here. Or maybe this one. This may look nice. Well, don't judge me for my aesthetical choices, but I'm just trying to show what you can do and how you can quickly. And let's just write something here. Maybe we'll say yeah, so let's say yeah, win-win. So let's say piece. Yeah, some modification that the idea is that you choose the modification, but let's say you want to do it like this. Let's say world piece. Of course, colors could be better, but I'm just taking that liberty. And then you go ahead and you can simply download it. Remember, your type is PNG, so stick with that. So by default it has chosen PNG only, so I'll go here and I'll download it. This file is getting downloaded. It's ready, and let me call it any name, world piece, and I'll save it now. I'll go back to my tool, and here I'll choose to replace it with world piece, and then I'll go submit it. We don't have to choose match dimension because we've already done that, so I'll just go ahead and submit it. And now let's see how does it compare with the, so the original one was like this. So let's go ahead and immediately play it. Then and there in your SCORM itself. Okay, so if I remember, it was on day number 2. And yeah, so here's our image. You can zoom it up, zoom it in. So that's how you could probably go ahead and analyze your module, and whatever little media edits you need to do in your images, in your videos, in your audios, it becomes very easy. You don't have to go open this messy zip folder, figure out file. Even if you understand the structure, it's going to be a waste of your time. So yes, there are certain interesting things you can do with this module. So in summary, we saw that how even a small module can still be made smaller without affecting the quality. Point number 1. Point number 2, we saw that you can discover so many things because nobody realized that one GIF file itself is constituting 7 MB of space. And third thing we saw was that how quickly, creatively you can use tools that are available, and you can replace your media. In this case, we saw image. You could do it with your video or your audio. I hope you like this session and hope you will make use of Dr. A learning effectively. Thank you.